Hello everyone and welcome to MK Mobile. Today I'm gonna review top 10 gold characters of this game. And before that I need to tell you that it's my personal opinion, it's my point of view, so it may match with others or it may not. Okay, so tell me your point of view, that what are the top 3 characters, gold characters according to you, in the comments quickly. And in the end I'm gonna tell you about 3 characters that if you, they are from the same category, but if you have those characters they are just godly. That means if you have just got anyhow those 3 characters, they will be deadly for any other opponent. So let's begin the review. Okay, so we will start one by one from each character. Begin from the Combat Cup Johnny Cage. Let's go to his passive. He has a great passive which gives 15% attack, health, toughness and recovery for all the Combat Cup characters on the team. And when the opponent tries to take out, there is a 50% chance that he will be stunned by an incoming football instead. This is a great passive to have any character, and especially when you use him with the Combat Cup characters, he becomes more deadly because he provides 15% attack, health and toughness and recovery to that character. And that stun passive is so good, and he has power drain in his SP1, which is always great, and fire in his SP2. So he is a great character to have in your team, especially when you have more Combat Cup characters in your team. Okay, and he is available in the store in just 450 souls. So whenever you see him here, you can see him in store, always purchase him. I'm not gonna purchase him right now because I have to open a card pack which is in good sale. So our next character is classic Sonya Blade. She has godly passive, guys, just take a look. Sonya's neutralized, that is SP1, deals damage to the entire enemy team and breaks their shields. Also all spec ops on her team ignore enemy def. Oh my god, look at this passive. SP1 deals damage to the whole enemy team and breaks their shields. This is godly. I mean, your special attack do 1 gives whole damage to the whole team. Here you can see she has a shield break on SP1, slow on SP2, and she gets shield on SP3, that is fatal blow or X-ray. She is so good, guys. Never miss her if you got to see her in the store. Okay, so our next character is Combat Cup Sonya Blade. Again, her passive is so great, and if you use her with Combat Cup Johnny Cage, they becomes deadly. All Combat Cup characters on her team are immune to stun. That is great. And the first time Sonya attacks in, she forces the opponent to take out and lose all power. That forced out opponent has recovery and power generation disabled and cannot tag in. Bosses are immune. We don't mind that bosses are immune. We have all other characters to deal with bosses, but look at this passive, guys. It forces a character opponent to take out and lose all his power, and he can't recover, he can't generate power and can tag in. This is great. And immunity to stun, this is great passive. Always buy her if you gotta see her in the store or anywhere. Just don't miss getting her. Okay, she is gonna help you in grinding towers and challenges and everything. And she has nothing on her SP1, but she has fear on SP2. That means if you apply her SP2, the opponent will tag out. Okay, fear causes the opponent to tag out. Okay, and a shield on fatal blow. Okay, these are the great characters. I'm gonna show you many of them in today's video. So okay, stay in the video till the end, as I told you. Next is Classic Scorpion. Again, his passive is so deadly. Look at this, achieving 80% plus on spear, that is his SP1, makes it unblockable and pulls the most wounded opponent from the enemy team into combat and causes bleed. Look, friends, you must have seen that as soon as you are about to just kill the opponent, any character, they just takes out instantly. But this man has that ability to bring that wounded opponent into the game and kill him by achieving 80% plus on SP1. This is a deadly passive. This is great, so always max him out. You can get him in the Faction War store with 1600 blood rubies or some special packs which come in the store. See, he is a great passive, always buy him or collect blood rubies and buy him. Classic Scorpion, my god, this passive was so great. Our next character is gonna be, I think, Covert Cup Cassie Cage. All Spec Off teammates had 25% chance of unblockable attacks. That means if you use her with Combat Cup Sonya and Johnny, they becomes deadly. It becomes a deadly team. I know that you all might be thinking that she hasn't got a great passive, but why I included her in the top 10 golds? Because she is so quick while fighting. I mean, she just doesn't give any chance to opponent to attack you. After every combo under, she again quickly attacks the opponent. So she is so good. She has cripple on her SP2 and power drain on her fatal blow. Okay, she is a great character. Always buy her if she comes in store. And our next character is going to be Classic Smoke. Again, any opponent fighting against Classic Smoke for 10 seconds affected by blind. Each time Classic Smoke or his Classic teammate resists a debuff, this debuff is instead applied to the opponent. Classic teammates gain 20% resistance to all debuffs. That means if someone applies on you any debuff or his debuff, you can say snare, fire, power drain, and the poison, bleed, all these are debuffs, and he has a capability to resist that debuff and apply that debuff to the opponent. Oh good, that's a great passive. And any Classic teammate in his team has a 20% chance, and if you use this equipment with him, you got 42% resistance to all debuff, and if you max it out, you will get more chances. Oh, this is a godly passive that it gets applied to the opponent instead. Oh, this is funny and very cool. Okay, and so always buy him from the store. So I'm gonna talk about Edenian Blood Kitana. She's a new character and her passive is just too good. Look at this. Edenian Blood Kitana can use her power to create defensive whirlwind around herself. Edenian Blood Kitana spends 33% of power per second to keep the whirlwind active, reducing incoming damage by 70% and reflecting all debuffs to her opponent. Are you getting this, guys? This is so good. If she manages to maintain the whirlwind for 3 seconds or more, instead of disappearing, it will transfer to the opponent and explodes after 3 seconds, dealing high damage and applying stun to the opponent. The explosion can be avoided by tagging out before the explosion countdown ends. While the whirlwind is active, Edenian Blood Kitana tagged out outworld teammates generate 2% of max power per second. For each Jade, Sindel and Rain character in Edenian Blood Kitana's team, the whirlwind reduces incoming damage by additional 5%. This is a great passive. She has an whirlwind, and whenever she manages to keep it for 3 seconds, it explodes and deals a high damage to the opponent, and the opponent gets stunned. And she has power drain on her SP1 and silence on her SP2 and blind on her fatal blow. Always buy her, but they haven't given her in the store yet. I don't know how we'll be able to get her in future, but she's a new character. She is fun and she's a great character. And now, guys, it's the time for final 3 characters. And I mentioned in the beginning that these 3 characters are gonna be deadly, and they are of same category. And let me tell you, guys, I'm talking about Lizard Team. Lizard Team is just great and they are deadly, but they don't give you Lizard characters very easily. Let's read. For every debuff that Lizard, Jade or her teammate apply to the active opponent, her whole team gains the Team Thrill effect for 20 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. Each of the Team Thrill effects buffs all of Lizard Jade's basic and special attacks to additionally deal 10% of its damage to all the opponents. Lizard Jade's combo enders have 50% chance to apply curse, which with each Team Thrill effect, Lizard Jade's team intimidates the active opponent into their power generation being reduced by 10%. Lizard teammates have 30% chance to reflect any debuff. So you got 30% chance to reflect any debuff. As I talked about the smoke, they also reflect the debuffs. And On our SP1 there is snare as it always, and SP2 stun and fatal blow, luck. And next lizard character is our lizard Baraka. He also has great passive. Let's take a look. Lizard Baraka doesn't react to the opponent's basic combo attacks for 15 seconds. After tagging in a fight, he passively generates power over time and receives 2% damage boost each time he hits the opponent, with additional 1% damage boost if the hit was critical. Oh god. On tag out, Lizard Baraka loses damage boost and gains regeneration for 10 seconds. Oh my god. This is so good, man. Active opponent's healing is reduced by 25% for each lizard character in a team. Outward teammates have 25% critical chance. Oh god. He is better than some diamond characters. My god, he has everything. Look at this, guys. If you keep on tagging in out with Lizard Baraka, you can't deal any damage to him, and he has power drain or in his SP2. This is so cool. And speed and SP2 and fatal blow, there is a bleed. And now our final character and last lizard character is the lizard Noob Saibot. He also has great passive. Let's take a look. Lizard Noob Saibot gains shadow energy every time he spends or loses his power. When he gains a full bar of shadow energy, shadow attacks becomes available. This attack allows him to choose any opponent as a target and inevitably applies snare to them. If a takedown opponent has been chosen, Noob forces them to enter the fight and through the portal. Upon defeating an opponent, Lizard Noob Saibot can summon a teammate of his choice back to life with 20% max HP. Oh my god, the number of summons is limited to the number of lizard characters on the team. That means if you have 3 lizard characters, if you have lizard team, you can just after killing any opponent with Noob Saibot, you can just summon them. You can just make them real-live with their 20% of their max HP. Oh god, Noobie boy, you are so good, man. And he has got short shadow energy with which you can enter any character in the fight and cause them snare. He has death mark on his SP1 and fatal blow, and slow in his SP2. So this was it from the list of top 10 gold characters. This may not match from others thinking, but it was my opinion which I gave to you guys. And come on, comment me quickly according to you which are the top 3 gold characters of the game. And always don't forget to purchase them if you get them here in the store, any of those characters which I told you about in this list, because if you have maxed out any of those 3 characters, you will be absolutely unstoppable. You don't need diamond max out teams. So this was it from me, from my tips. And come on, quickly tell me what are your top 3 recommendations of gold characters in this game. Okay guys, so collect your souls, always purchase those characters from the store. And I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Thank you so much guys. See you again.